The one thing I can assure you, I've never been accused of having low expectations. And Joseph and team have met or exceeded our expectations on every project, and I'm sure they will in the next one. So for anyone that's built a house, you know that it can be very challenging. There's a lot of moving parts. And we built a house in New Albany, our first house, and it was not a good experience. It was very stressful for my wife. It just was not fun, did not turn out the way that we wanted it to. So when my wife and I decided we wanted to build a lake house, our first project with Joseph Shrock, we wanted to make sure that we picked a builder that we could not only have fun with, but that we could end up with a great quality home at the end of it and not be stressful or as stressful. We interviewed 5 different builders. Of course, Joseph was one of them, and that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in picking Joseph. He was not the least expensive, but I was focused on the best value. I had a gut feeling about him as a person, and I had a gut feeling about we were going to get the best value for our money, and that proved out to be very true. We went on to do 2 other projects after that, and we're ready to do the 4th one with him whenever that comes up. Joseph has done a tremendous job, in my opinion, of building a culture that's focused on the customer. But Joseph's not there all the time. So it's really all about his people and their ability to be customer focused, as they all are. He has good people, I mean really nice people, skilled people, focus on the customer, a team of people that'll help you along the way. And one example is our house that we built in New Albany. If you know anything about New Albany, they're all brick houses, right? Well, we thought it would be really easy picking out brick. Well, there's a million different kinds of brick. And our builder came up to us literally 2 days before we had to pick out the brick and say, "What brick do you want?" Well, that was stressful for my wife. So we didn't have that problem with Joseph because he has Nikki, who she is a project manager extraordinaire. And she keeps track of all those things. She's very detail oriented, and she gives you plenty of warning about what you need to do, what you need to be thinking about, and she'll go out with you and help you pick these things out. So that dramatically reduces stress, and I believe adds to the outcome that you're all looking for, and that's a great quality house with the least amount of stress as possible. We know that if anything goes wrong, that he's going to stand behind his work because he's been in business for many, many years, and we know because of the good businessman that he is, the quality of work that he does, he's going to be in business for many more years. So we know he's going to be there, and he stands behind his work 100%. If you're looking for a company that's high integrity, that you can trust, that's going to build a great quality custom home, that's going to be really good problem solvers, and if there are issues, and there's going to be issues, I don't care how good somebody is, that's going to work with you to smooth those out. And if you're looking for a company that has great people that care about the house they're building for you and your future, then I would suggest you take the time to spend with Joseph to see if you feel the same way that we have felt about Joseph over all these years in these 3 projects. So the master plan is way down the road when my wife Mary Jane and I are no longer on this earth, that my 2 girls, we have 2 daughters, are going to flip a coin. One's going to get one house, one's going to get the other house. So we want to make sure that they were both really good quality, because eventually my 6 grandkids are going to fight over these 2 houses. Mary Jane and I are grateful that we chose Joseph for our first 2 projects, and I guarantee you that my kids are really happy that we picked Joseph and team for this house because it was a fantastic experience that they got to experience firsthand. This really is their house, and so they put a lot of time and effort into this to make this special, and we appreciate the Shrock team for doing that.